Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning. Welcome to the Higher Education Virtual Expo 2023 webinar session. With me today is Yang Mulia Khairawani binti Haji Yaakob from JobCentre Brunei, who will be presenting a topic on JobCentre Brunei services for job seekers. Without further ado, I will invite you to start your presentation.
Thank you, Puan. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to the participants in this video call. So my name is Khaira. I'm from JobCentre Brunei under the Manpower Planning and Employment Council Secretariat, Impact Secretariat in short. And I'll be sharing with you a little bit on how JobCentre Brunei can help you look for employment and the services that we offer say after you graduate. So today I also have my colleague here, Shah Yahya, and she will be helping me later to answer your questions. Okay, so this morning I will cover a little bit of topic. So I'll cover a little bit on background of JobCentre, why we are here, why we exist, and I'll move on to the services that we have for job seekers. And I'll share a little bit on our recruitment initiatives as well. And lastly, I think maybe this topic will be of interest of everyone. It's the iReady program. So I'll explain a little bit more later on regarding this program. So when we look at JobCentre Brunei, just to share with you, we've been around for a very long time. I would say since 2006, but it was actually under a different name, a different ministry. However, our roles and responsibilities are still the same. So what we are actually now, we are a JobCentre under Impact Secretary under the Prime Minister's office. So we're a government body and we are tasked to facilitate employment for local job seekers, especially in the private sector. So we provide various services to job seekers as well as the private sector in order to bridge these two parties so they can secure employment and also, the private sector can secure local employee. Okay, so next is in terms of our services. So it's maybe I'll do a spotlight so you can see what I'm referring to. Okay, so we have, I would say these are four core activities or services that we have to job seekers and employers. So one of the things we'll talk about operation. So clearance letter is one of our services. This is more for employers. So just to share with you a little bit, in our initiative to promote local employment, all employers who are intending to hire foreign workers, they have to go through JobCentre dulu, where we will assess whether or not the company have done their part in trying to hire or offer to local for the position that they apply. So the objective of this is to ensure that, the same opportunities are also given to our locals before it's actually open to foreign workers. So another is our counter services. So at the moment we are based only in Brunei Mora. Our HQ is, if you know our office in Kampung Beribi, you'll see a huge sign that says JobCentre Brunei. So that's where our HQ is. So we open counter services sana. So for example, if you are having, trouble registering or trying to find a job, or you don't know how to apply for a job, you can always come to JobCentre Brunei. Just to share with you, we open from Monday until Saturday. So even on Friday, we are open to public as well. So these are, engagement with stakeholders. That's one of our services under operation as well. And also we have this initiative that we call JCB Satellite Office. So like I mentioned just now that our HQ is only in Bandar. So we do this initiative once a month where we will go to different districts and offer the same services to the public as well. So Recently, we went to Belait, so we were there the whole day. So job seekers can come and register and ask us any questions about employment and how we can help them. So next, again, I think everyone knows that we have a social media. We're very active on Instagram. So all of our details, all of our upcoming activities, all the new vacancies are all posted there as well, and the website. So next we move on to the program that we have here. So at the moment we offer iReady program. I'll go into a little bit more detail, Karang. So we offer as well a number of short courses which include CV tips, interview tips, and sometimes we work with companies to run trainings at JobCentre Brunei. So that's under collaboration Jalaha. Okay, so moving on into I think this is the main one that we also do is in terms of our manpower services. So we open registration for job seekers, for local job seekers, and this is open for those holding IC Kuning, yellow IC, and also purple IC. So at the moment, registration is open 18 until 60 years old. But if you are younger than that, so let's say you are 17 years old and you wish to pursue perhaps some part-time employment, then you would need some verification and support from your parents. However, 18 above, you are freely, you can register freely. Okay, so next is talent pool. So what people don't know is that when people register to JobCentre Brunei, you are captured as our talent pool. So at the moment, we have about 8,000 job seekers who are actively seeking employment via JobCentre Brunei. So what we do with this 8,000 is that we categorize according to, education, area of studies, district sometimes, and the skills that you have. So in any case that there's an employer or even sometimes government agency, they come to JobCentre and said, hey, look, we are looking for someone with a background of IT, or we are looking for someone who is, proficient in Adobe Photoshop or, that sort of technical skills. So what we'll do is we'll filter it off and we'll give it to the companies or even the Kementerian for them to, further assess the list. So that's what it means by our talent pool services. Next is vacancy. I think everyone knows that already. On the website, we have a lot of vacancies that's being posted by the employers. So one thing that we do is facilitate recruitment. That's through our walk-in interview, other initiatives such as Pesta Kerjaya, mini recruitment drives. Okay. So again, one of our services is job matching, and this is kind of the same as talent pool as well. Moving on to our career services, I mentioned that we have Pesta Kerjaya that we did last year in Berdax. And I think previously it was at One City Mall as well. So inshallah, we will be doing one this year, end of the year. We also do awareness programs. So we go to schools and also to the districts. So we tell people what sort of jobs there are and how can we help you. Consultation, connects, and mini recruitment drive. So I think just to share with you in terms of our connect, you might see it in our social media on Instagram that we have one tomorrow. So it will be in Belait. So what we'll do there is we open our services macam biasalah. If people want to register, if they want CV tips, if they want further information regarding the programs that we do or even under MPAC. But we also invite 3 companies that will be joining us tomorrow. So that's Sri Kandi, Mashore, and also I forgot one. I'll share with you a little bit later. But these 3 companies will be joining us. So there will be networking with the job seekers. So job seekers will be able to ask them what sort of vacancies they have, what's the requirement, and so on. So I know it's far, it's in Belait, but there is a plan to also do it in Brunei Mora, Tumburong, and Tutong as well. So don't worry. Okay, moving on to the next slide. Okay, so what's next after graduation? So first things first is that we encourage people to register with JobCentre Brunei. So that's the first thing that perhaps you may want to consider after graduating. So it's very simple, Saja. What we need here is just you need to be registered with Idar Salam. So once you're registered with Idar Salam, just visit our website, and then you can build your profile, um, and then you upload the mandatory documents, and you wait for your profile to be activated. And once you have been activated, you can start looking for a job. So at the moment, our job search filter is quite limited, but however, we have introduced new initiatives. So, for example, you can search, according to qualification, or example, you are looking for vacancies as an accountant. So all you have to do is just search, and it will pop up the vacancies di sana, even according to district. Okay, so again, I'll share with you what's the benefit of registration. I've probably already highlighted in the services that we offer earlier on, but here I'll share a little bit more details lah. Just to share with you, once you actually registered with JobCentre Brunei, you will be able to have access to the vacancies that we have. So again, I'm just sharing with you the data as of last year that we have. So in 2022, these were the employment opportunities that were captured via our system. So new hire meaning non-I-ready jobs, but again, also I-ready opportunities. So you'll be able to access this information. You'll be able to apply for these jobs once you register with JobCentre Brunei. So again, I think just to share with you and give you a little bit of background in terms of jobs that were posted last year, majority of it were in the wholesale, retail, accommodation, admin, construction, mining and quarrying. Mining and quarrying is oil and gas. So there's a vast industries that are actively advertising on JobCentre Brunei. When we look at the I-ready opportunities as well, so you can see here there's a lot of opportunities in Kerajaan. Again, it's categorized into industry. After that is professional scientific. So I would assume that these are, the engineering jobs, and then they have wholesale, retail, and other service activities. Okay, so next is you have access to vacancies. And again, I think when we were, when I was a student myself, I didn't have a lot. That was about 10 years ago. No, actually more than 10 years ago. I didn't have, and as I think that time, we didn't have a lot of platform to refer to. What's the market like? What's the jobs like right now? What are the companies that are hiring? What's the salary on the market? Are there any available part-time jobs? So back then, we had to, look at the newspaper, cuttings and sebagainya. So that's, at that time, that was the only platform that we had. But now, under JobCentre Brunei, you can research, and see what's the job like on the market at the moment. Even if you are preparing for the future, what should I prepare myself? What sort of skills should I acquire as a student so that next time, it'll be easier for me to apply for jobs and so on. So here are the informations that you will be able to see on our website. Okay, so next, again, I mentioned that one of our services is talent pool. So as soon as you register with JobCentre Brunei, you are captured in our talent pool. So sometimes we will be sending notification, we'll send SMS in terms of, what sort of programs or any events that we have coming up. So example is the Are You Ready? We have Mukim Connect and all the, the big events that we did last year. Again, you will have information the programs that is under JobCentre Brunei or even Impact Secretariat, so such as the Skills Plus spin. So I believe this was shared by our colleague from Impact Secretariat yesterday. And you'll get information on our mini recruitment drive as well as the walk-in interviews that are done in JobCentre Brunei. Okay, so moving on to the I-Ready apprenticeship program. Everyone probably know already what's the I-Ready apprenticeship program, but I'll go briefly on what is the I-Ready apprenticeship program. So it's an 18 months apprenticeship program So what it is that it's a platform to expose unemployed local job seekers in various industries. So memang I think we have been seeing a lot of adverts in the newspaper or even on JobCentre sometimes and other companies' platform that one of the requirements that they look at is someone with an experience. So the objective of iReady is to address that obstacle for job seekers. So it gives 18 months of experience for job seekers. So it's something that you can put on your CV after you finish the apprenticeship program to have a better chance in securing full-time employment after that. So it's a continuous coaching and mentoring. So again, if you are in this program, you will be assigned a supervisor, and the supervisor the role is to expose you and coach you like a real working environment. So at the moment, the iReady program is funded by the government fully. And also, if you are enrolled in the iReady program in the private sector, you'll receive top up from the companies too. So we are open to degree, diploma, and TVET. So let's say at the whole time the government will provide allowance of 800 for the 18 months. However, in the private sector, you'll get top up of 400 on the 11th until 18 month and so on. So you'll be able to see it here. So at the end of it, you'll get about 1,200, but minus top and SCP jar. Okay, again, so I mentioned a little bit on objectives of iReady. So it's actually to provide job seekers learning opportunities to ensure that you will be competitive in the job market. It gives you a reskilling opportunity as well. So we've had a number of graduates, example and background of geography or mathematics, and they are enrolled into the iReady program and they are reskilled into another one. So let's say there's a lot of those iReadies who are reskilled into admin, into HR, and even into finance. So again, it gives you an experience, authentic working experience. Sorry, authentic working experience. And it also gives you on-the-job training. So, you'll be working, but you'll be trained again on the job. Okay, so eligibility is as long citizens of His Majesty. So, like I said, IC Kuning or IC Purple. You have to be registered with JobCentre Brunei. So either you're employed or have a minimal working experience, degree, HND, or TVET. So the application is quite simple. All you have to do is register with JobCentre Brunei. So at the moment, there are two platforms on how you can enroll into iReady. You can apply for the job itself. So sometimes on JobCentre, it says iReady job. So you can apply for that. However, at the same time, JobCentre will also proactively do a talent pool to companies and even the government sector, the list of graduates. So you'll go through the interview session, and inshallah, if you are selected, then you will undergo a contract signing and you'll be on seat. Okay, so last but not least, it's just brief initiatives. So last year we did a lot, and there is also a plan to do a lot of initiatives this year where you can actually access further information on our website. Okay, so I think that marks the end of my presentation. We will now, if you have any questions, so we will now answer your questions. So my colleague Shah will be helping as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Puan Khairawani, for your insightful presentation. Before we're moving to the next segment, I would just like to remind the presenter we have about a few more minutes and we are open for question and answer sessions. There are a few questions from our viewers. First, by CV tips, would you also help reviewing our CV as well?
Yeah, okay, so when we conduct our CV tips, so we actually do it monthly at JobCentre Brunei. So keep an eye out on our social media. Yes, we actually do. So what we do now is that we present macam biasa, but we also run through a small workshop, and we will also check the CV of the candidates. However, if you're not able to attend to our monthly session, our counter is always open, like I said, from Monday until Saturday. So just come to JobCentre Brunei and we'll be able to assist you.
Okay, moving on to the next question. For those who are currently employed, are they able to make that status to open for the job market?
Sorry, can you
Okay. It says that for those who are currently employed, are they able to make that status to open to the job market?
yeah, of course, because at JobCentre Brunei, we understand that there are several people who are currently employed, but they're seeking for better employment. So they are also in the pool of our job seekers. So they are also considered as job seekers. So we have those people who are really unemployed, not a current job, people who are doing part-time jobs or like several jobs, but they're seeking for better employment. So it's still open to everyone.
Another questions. May I know how frequently does Job Center updates the list of jobs advertisement in the JCB website?
Well, I think just to share with you, every day we will get a lot of requests from companies. So what happens is that every time, so every day kalau ada companies wanting to advert their vacancies, Job Center Brunei will be vetting it first. So we'll have a look at, the jobs that they're posting, whether or not the requirement yang bis diorang guna ni is relevant. So sometimes we find that jobs, example, they want sales girl, but they require someone with a degree. So it requires vetting lah. So I would say on a daily basis, memang it's being vetted by JobCentre Brunei.
Last questions. How many times can you apply for an iReady job?
I will let my
Okay,
colleague answer.
yeah. So regarding the iReady punya job tu, so basically it will be one time per person. Okay, so if you already the duration itu sudah 18 bulan bis kita pakai for this iReady program ni, unfortunately you cannot join the iReady program lah. Yeah, it's once in a lifetime punya program lah, this iReady program ni, which is for 18 months sahaja.
Can I ask a personal question? Sekiranya before 18 months end, they can apply to another iReady program then.
Okay. So if before the 18 months itu, belum habis lagi 18 months itu, yes, they can join the another company, but the duration will be less than 18 months lah, which is the remaining duration sahaja. Okay.
Thank Puan Haira and Shah. Thank you so much for answering the questions. We hope this session has been beneficial for our viewers. Should you have any queries or in need of further information, you may browse through their booth in our Higher Educational Virtual Expo website at heexpo.moe.gov.pn. Thank you for joining us and see you soon in our next webinar session starting at 11:10 a.m. And for that, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And thank you, Puan, for joining the sessions.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you for having us.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you.